welcome to Clowe News Network. I'm Sammy Fade.
And I'm Gianna Castellanos. Today, CNN is covering the topic of employment opportunities amongst those with mental challenges.
Throughout history, much progress has been made in the development of our society to better accommodate these differences.
Let's see some examples. Step by Step, Developments in History for the Cognitively Challenged. In 1937, Of Mice and Men was written by John Steinbeck. In 1961, Kennedy appointed a panel on mental retardation. 2 years later, the Mental Retardation Facilities and Community Health Centers Act granted federal funding for constructing mental health centers. In 1985, the DeGacios founded the Cottage School for those who faced academic and cognitive challenges. 10 years later, the Association of People with Disabilities was established. Presently, society continues to aid said individuals.
Now let's look at the progress made with the Cottage School. In the novel of Mice and Men, Lenny is misunderstood, hindering his employment opportunities. The Cottage School offers a wide range of programs and techniques to aid those like Lenny in managing their cognitive and learning attributes. Jackie DeGacio, the co-founder, explains.
Because you've got term disabilities, which has a lot of different meanings.
Yes.
High functioning has a lot of different meanings. One of the things that we refer to here, and particularly applicable to the types of kids that we teach, is we're dealing with cognitive. Our first job is to educate each individual so that they have the skills that they need to move on to employment training, as well as academic skills to allow our students to develop social skills, appropriate social skills, and something that's called life skills, which is another misunderstood term. Does not mean how to wash the dishes or wash your clothes. Managing your time, identifying resources, communicating effectively, identifying problems. Everyone here has different skills and different talents. So all I can do is to go through the kinds of alumni jobs that our alumni have, and that's we've got kids in graduate school now. We have pilots, teachers, doctors, inventors, firemen, nurses. I mean, there's not a job that you can imagine that our kids couldn't aspire to and achieve.
And then there's the gamut of the arts.
That's right.
Exactly.
We have a Grammy-nominated musician.
Oh, wow.
We have an actor. We have several artists that are making a living with their art.
One other one here.
That there is such a misconception that if a student has cognitive challenges, learning disabilities, processing issues, whatever you call it, that is an impediment to future success. Not true. Not true. It may take a different management. It may take some a specific attention early on, just as a child who is born with visual weaknesses. Takes a while to figure out what that is, and then you give them glasses or contact lenses or do exercises. But in our philosophy, it's a management issue, not a achievement issue. In 1985, my husband was an executive, so the two of us were teaching in separate public schools in DeKalb County. And both of us were very frustrated that the classes were so large and the kids who had moderate to mild processing difficulties were failing every day. Yes. And every day that they failed, they got further and further away from being the best that they could be. And so in our frustration, we said, maybe we could do a little something. So we started a tutoring center saying, well, if there are lots of kids in the North Fulton area that need to be tutored, then maybe they'll need the school. And within a year, the school had started.
When I struggled at middle school, I went to this cottage school, and, well, they helped me out.
Children in Nikki's situation haven't always been this privileged. As the prior timeline shows, awareness and accommodations have grown over the years. Being a child before the Great Depression era, he wasn't presented with such opportunities as Nikki is today. Therefore, he was led to a life of frustration and failure to attain his dreams of success.